everybody, welcome back to my channel. It is so good to see you here again. I'm going to jump straight into this video today because it is a very different video for me to film. If I'm being completely honest, it's nothing to do with clothes, nothing to do with family, and nothing to do with anything really that I talk about much on this channel. But I just wanted to do this video because I think there's power in using your platform, whatever size it is, to raise awareness about things. And what you're about to see is something that happened to me this Saturday. I can laugh about it now, which is really good, but actually when it was happening, like, it was really scary. So yeah, so have a watch at my little story of what happened to me on Saturday, and then we'll check in after, if that's okay with you. But anyway, let's go. Hi guys, I just wanted to come on here to just share with you something that has happened this morning. Like, just shook me. I was feeding Sol. Ben had gone out and I was feeding Sol. As I was feeding Sol, I had a call, and I never answer unknown numbers, but today I answered the unknown number, and it was a call from HMRC who said click 1 to like continue and like press ahead. So I did. So I clicked number 1 because like I'm a young person, like I run my own business, all this kind of stuff, and so like for me, anything with HMRC, I still always get a little bit panicky because I don't fully know what I'm doing, and there's a lot of stuff that you have to learn with tax and like the way things are done, and I think it can be a really scary thing when you're young. So much official stuff that they don't teach you in school at all, and so then when things like this happen, I have no knowledge and we have no knowledge about any of it. But anyway, I was on this call and this person came through to me, like, why are you calling? And I said, well, no, you called me. And he says, okay, well, let me check what's on there. And he said, ask me for my name. So I gave him my name, and then he took my postcode. So I gave him my postcode because I was like, well, you called me, I need to know why you called me. And then he said that there was a warrant out for my arrest for tax fraud, that they've been trying to get in contact with me, that I haven't been answering, all this kind of stuff. And there was a warrant out for my arrest. And there I was in that moment, like I was feeding Sol by myself because like Ben was out, and I'm feeding Sol and I'm like, oh my gosh, like literally the police are going to come and arrest me and my baby is going to be by himself. And it was just horrible. Like my heart was like racing, and I was like, oh my gosh, Sol, what am I going to do? So that's what they said to me. And so I was like, what? Like, for what? Do you know what I mean? Like, where the heck has this come from? And then they were like, oh, it's for this, this and this. And I was like, what? And they were really vague, which kind of got me like, okay. But at the same time, all I was thinking in my head was, I'm here by myself with Solomon. I was feeding him, so I was trying to concentrate on feeding him and listen to the man. And you know what I mean? And I was like, look, can I call you back? Can I call you back? He was like, no, you have to do this now. Otherwise, we have to like issue the warrant and the police will come. And I like, looking back, it's so irrational. Like the whole thing is so irrational. But like in the moment, all I was thinking about was, I'm literally going to get arrested. And what am I going to do with my son? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, where's he going to go? What's going to happen? Like, I've never done anything wrong my whole entire life. Like, do you know what I mean? But again, it comes back to this thing of like, I just had no idea. But anyway, so the call continued, and I was like texting my mum and I was texting Ben. I was like, guys, you need to come here. Like, they're saying I'm going to get arrested. Like, they said I haven't paid this. And Ben's just like, what? And trying to call me and trying to iron it out, but I can't come off the phone because I'm on the phone with this guy. And my mum's texting me like, Carys, you need to hang up. But I'm saying to the man, I was like, well, can I hang up and like seek counsel about this? Because like, what? And he was like, no, if you hang up, I have to issue the warrant. So I was like, oh my gosh, like, what do I do? So my mum was like, Carys, no, you have to hang up. Like, it's a hack. But again, all at the same time, all I keep thinking about was, oh, but Solomon, what if I genuinely get arrested? And do you know what I mean? Like, it's just wild. And I just hung up because I was like, let me just hang up. Okay, like, whatever happens, happens. I was saying a little prayer. I was just like, God, like, I'm going to trust you here. I'm going to hang up this phone and just believe that it's going to be okay. And I just called my mum, and they talked me through like a lot of this stuff, because like basically what had happened is it was just one big massive like hack, because basically what they wanted me to do was make a decision on the phone. Did I want to go to court, get arrested, do all of that kind of stuff, or did I want to pay £650, the tax that is outstanding? And for me, right, I hate the idea of going to court. I hate the idea of jail. I hate the idea of everything, which is why I am such a law-abiding citizen, because that just terrifies me, the idea of any of that. So I was just like, you know, okay, well, can I just like seek some help here? I need to speak to someone about this before I just part with money, especially with no evidence, because they'd said that they'd sent me letters, but I hadn't received any letters. So I was like, what? I'm not parting with money and I'm not agreeing to anything until I've seen like hard evidence. And I asked them, like, where would you send it to? And then he was like, madam, please stop interrupting me when I'm talking to you. And I thought, okay. In that moment, I was on the phone with them for 15 minutes and I was just terrified the whole entire time. I didn't know what they could have had on me and all this kind of stuff. Like you just don't know, because when someone says to you all this stuff, you kind of think, well, there must be something wrong then. Someone's done me dirty somewhere. Like, you know, and you start thinking like, oh, what if it's my accountant? And what if it's previous employers? What if they've been doing stuff that's affected me? And, you know, like you begin to think like that and you just don't know. And then I guess the reason that I'm recording this and talking about this is because after I came off the phone, like, I just burst into tears because I was like, that was so scary, like the whole thing of it. And he was so pushy and it was like, oh my gosh, you know. And I was just thinking about like a load of other people that could also be in that situation. Elderly people, like if that was my grandmother, she would pay that straight off. You can get caught in a trap and it's actually ridiculous. Like, I don't know what it is, but I just thought that it was true. And I guess what I just wanted to do was just come on here and just let you know, because like, I would hate to see other people be in that position. Like, I should have just hung up. I like to think I'm quite a smart girl and I'd be able to see it out, but I didn't. And I panicked. Even now, like, they gave me a voicemail saying if I don't call them back in 30 minutes, I'm gonna get arrested. So I'm half expecting to get arrested at any point in this moment right now. But yeah, so just a couple of pointers, everybody, that I've learned. Number one, just don't even entertain the conversation. If you do entertain the conversation, be sure to let them do all the talking and not you. In the heat of the moment, I just rambled and, you know, gave maybe some information that like is useful for them, but actually, like, looking back, when I said, well, where will you send this information to, he couldn't answer that question because he doesn't have my email, obviously, because he's not HMRC. But also, you know, guys, I can't stress enough, do not part with any money, especially, like, you know, if you have no evidence and no proof. So let my foolishness and my fear stop you from doing the same. And side note, they actually called me back twice on 2 different numbers and left me a voicemail saying I'm going to get arrested. So yeah, guys, I almost got arrested, almost went to jail, all of that happened, but actually it was all just one big massive lie. And I can look back at it now, like a few days later, and literally I can laugh. Like, these are the text messages, ready, that I was literally sending people, like being like, you have to come to the house now, oh my gosh, I'm going to jail, they're gonna arrest me. My mother was like, what are you talking about? Ben was like, what are you talking about? And I think back, I'm like, what? How irrational was that? Like, guys, I genuinely thought I was gonna go to jail. What? I actually texted Ben saying I am gonna go to jail, and that he replied saying, don't say anything until you have a lawyer. As if that was a thing. Like, Carys, I can't believe that you didn't actually see the truth and didn't actually see that that was just a big massive But you know what, guys, it just goes to show that in the moment when these things are happening, you don't think rationally, you don't think sensibly. There are so many people that could find themselves in the position that I found myself on Saturday. It's just so very real, and these things happen every single day to so many different people. And so yeah, I just wanted to use my small platform to just kind of say, like, just be so careful with these people, because ever since COVID, it's just got so much more worse and just so much more scary, and I would hate for it to happen to somebody. So yeah, very, very different video for me to film this, but you know what, guys, we've had a laugh and a cry, so it's all good. So yeah, that concludes this video, guys, where basically I thought that I was gonna get arrested for absolutely no apparent reason. And go follow me on Instagram, and please subscribe to this channel because it would really mean a lot to me. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I really hope that you guys don't get hacked and money taken away from you anytime soon. But thank you so much, guys. Have a great day. Love you lots. Bye.